Hello everyone, it's Robin, the Artsy Bohemian, coming to you from my studio in Los Angeles, California. This is the last day of our 12 days of Christmas, and I wanted to say thank you all for your sweet, sweet comments. It kept me going, even when I was starting to get really tired towards the end. I really appreciate all of your kind comments and your appreciation. So it helped me, and it was fun, and I really did have a good time doing this. So today we're going to do our last project. It is something that I had made a few years ago, and I'm just kind of taking the idea and doing it a little bit differently. But basically you can use, if you have some of these Tim Holtz cabinet card frames, these are readily available, I believe, still. I got these on sale at, I believe, at Tuesday morning. But if you don't have these, you can use an old postcard or a new postcard, or you can use a real cabinet card, a real one. So I'm gonna be using the small one. And I've already punched holes and made eyelets on here just to speed up the process. And that's, up to you. I'm going to be using it to hang. It's going to be a hanging little assemblage, or, you can hang it on your tree. So you can do that if you want. And then what we're going to be using is, I'm sure some of you may have just jewelry boxes that you've had, and I keep them because I like using them for packaging. But this is the bottom of a jewelry box, and it just fits perfectly on here. Depending on what size you have, you can use a larger box, because there's larger cabinet cards in here. So, use what you have. And then I'm going to use also some of the really adorable white deer that he has, also Tim Holtz. Pretty sure you can still get these. And some fake snow, and let's just go. So I already cut some strips of music paper. I'm going to glue those down on the sides. And I think I'm going to use, let's see here. Maybe I'll just use this. This dries pretty fast. And thank you guys for purchasing some of the items that I have made. It's very encouraging. I believe I'm going to list some more items on Sunday, which is tomorrow. Around 5 o'clock, the same time I've been listing. So I'm going to edge the sides of the box. You can use washi tape if you want, if you have a thick enough, if it's wide enough. I'm not real worried about the top part here. At first I was like, well, maybe I should put some washi tape on the edges, but I'm going to be covering that with some tinsel, so don't worry about that. That didn't work there. I'm going to have to cut a little extra. Kind of thinking it would be kind of fun to do this for all the different holidays, especially Halloween, of course, for me anyway, but maybe Valentine's. Also, I want to let you guys know I am going to be launching a new class directed towards those of us who are creative and want to start their own business. I will let you know more about signing up on the wait list probably in the next couple weeks. I plan on launching it in January sometime, and I think it's going to be a really great class, especially those of you who have always wondered, you know, and have been wanting to start your own business. You know, either whether you want to do craft shows, and who knows when we're going to be able to do those again, or do virtual shows, how to set up Etsy, how to do some of the business end of, you know, marketing. I've been doing it for a long, long time, and I feel I'm ready to share my information. So that's going to be exciting, and it'll be set up as live weekly webinars along with written material and probably some video presentations. So it's going to be different than my actual craft classes. It's going to be a business class for creatives. So let me know in the comments below if that's something you might be interested in. So I have glued the edges. There's a little bit of this showing. I'm not worried about that. You could go back over with some washi if you want to, but I'm using really thick tinsel, so it's going to cover it. And then the center, I have this beautiful old wallpaper, and I cut a piece out, and I'm going to stick that in there. I think I'm going to have to trim it just a little bit down as the scene, as the backdrop. It's kind of tight. Let's see if it fits in there. And I was going to use like an image of Santa or something, and then I saw this and I thought, oh, this is perfect. This is the right colors. And I'm going to glue this down with hot glue, but before I do that, I have to get a little bit of paper to cover this up. So I'm going to just look at this and make sure it's centered before I hot glue it down. And let's see, I can take my pencil or a pen. Let's see. Before I glue it down, I'm just going to make sure I know what side I want to use, whether this side or this side. So my plan was to do the fake snow again in here. And then put the little deer, these sweet little deer in here. I might put a little sprig of this in here. Not sure. The only thing I don't like about these deer is they're all looking the same direction. It'd be kind of cool if they were looking, one was looking one way and the other way. So of course this will be all squished down, but I don't really like all that in there. I might just do a little bit. And I also have this little tree. That might look kind of cute. Well, I know for sure that I like the deer in there, so I might add more as the snow kind of packs down a little bit more. And I might add this tree. I think I'm just going to take some of this out. It's a little bit too much. And then I'll also put some of the mica in there. And yeah, the tree might go there. So I'm gonna squish. I'm just gonna glue the glue down, the hot glue in there, and because this is driving me crazy, how puffy the snow is. I just took the hot glue and I'm squishing this down. And I might add a little bit more of the snow. That way it gives me a better idea of what this will look like. That's cute. I'll put some glue on the hooves. She's going to go towards the back. I'm just hot gluing everything. It's way easier, quicker. And then she's going to go in the forefront, the little one. I have to hold everything until it sets. Now I'm going to add the mica. And the mica I'm going to actually glue in. I put some on the sides here. Get some paper. The mica really makes it just look so vintagey and beautiful. Isn't that cute? And once the glue dries, you'll be able to see the tree more. Right now it just looks kind of lost because of the mica, but it'll dry clear. Just put a little bit more in there. Okay, almost done. I still might add one of these. Maybe on the top here. I'm going to do a little spray probably on the top. So the tinsel I'm going to use is this. It's kind of a mix. It's like a platinum color. And because there's gold in this, initially I was going to use the old silver kind of tinsel, but it doesn't match. Even though I don't really like matchy-matchy, I did want the tinsel to be just, I don't know, I just thought this would look better. So this is reproduction. But I believe it's from the original company, Tinsel Garlands, printed in the US. This is really, I mean, I got this quite a while ago. I'm sure you can find some kind of tinsel like this. Just Google it. I'm sure you can find it. Or you can use old pipe cleaners or new pipe cleaners to edge it, you know, like the silver or the gold ones. Okay, so I'm going to start down here. I'm just going to do one edge at a time with the hot glue. And I'm stretching it out so it lays evenly. Just do a little at a time because I don't want the hot glue to run down the sides or have it, you know, set before I put the tinsel on here. Okay, I'm gonna finish this and change of plans. I didn't like it. I ripped it off and I like the bottom, but I just thought it was too chunky for this tiny little box. So I'm going to use some pretty lace. I'm going to glue this lace on here like this. I think that looks a lot cuter and prettier and daintier. So I will be right back. Okay, I had to go start dinner. And while that was happening, I was waiting for this to dry because I glued it with regular glue. Way better, I think. Super cute. So now I'm just going to kind of fiddle around with maybe a spray over here on the side. Oh, maybe cute. Like this button, it's really cool, but it's a little bit too big. So I'm still adding little things here and there. I added a smaller button here with a white one, and then I think I'm going to put this leaf in the back. Might put a couple leaves. Like that. glue these down first. And then I have this chain that I thought would be cute to hang from the eyelets. I think I have to put jump rings on though. I thought either that or this might be cuter. I already put a knot on one end. That was my timer because the meal that I'm cooking is in the oven. I don't like these things sticking out here. I think you get the idea. I might add a little bit more, maybe I'll add a little dangle here. And you could always put something cute on top here, like another deer or another tree on the top, which I might do. So I'll be right back. Okay, so now I am going to trim the sides here with this kind of pearl and ribbon trim. And I am going to add a few more little decorations. I remembered about these angels that I have that I love. I don't really have very many of them left. Some of them were given to me by friends, and I kind of hold on to them. I might have gotten some from a flea market too, but I thought one of them would be pretty perched up on the top. And then I'm going to hide all of this stuff that's kind of piling up on the edge with probably a rose that I have. You know, you got to make the back look as good as the front. The back of what things look like anyway. That looks pretty. This gives it a little extra. And the back of these are really pretty too. So I'm going to add more stuff here. one thing I thought it would be cute is I took some baker's twine and made these little bows. Actually, and I'm going to glue them down to the corners. That'll look cute. I'm just going to use regular glue for that. Well, probably should have hot glue. I don't really use hot glue all the time when I'm not on camera, just because, you know, it takes a long time for things to dry. Unless I absolutely have to. Like with the snowmen, it's, you can't use hot glue for everything. So I have these adorable little angels. I really like these ones because they're in a seating position, but they're so bright. They're such a bright gold that I don't know if I'm gonna use that one or one of these sweet little white ones. This one's actually kind of neat too. I like the way that these look though. I think I'm going to use one of these. I'm going to do it at the end because I'm going to keep adding up to things up here. And I just want to see if that would be like the finishing touch. And I found all these old, I don't know where I got these. I live close to a church and they have a basement where they have open it like on the weekends, not recently obviously, and they have like a little thrift store, and sometimes I get things down there. I might have gotten these down there, but look at how cute that is. So old. And all these little old leaves. So I might do some sprays back here. There's this little tattered berry. I think that would look cute right here. I'm going to go ahead and glue that down. I have these little pine cones that are real actually, and they're kind of falling apart. I'm not sure how well they're going to stand up. I have this bag. They were from a tree or something around here. So I might, this one's not as bad. These ones are actually, I think I painted those white. I kind of like the white. Stay with the theme. Let's see here. I was just gonna like add all this stuff and then show it to you guys, but I thought I should kind of show you my thought process, because it really does take a long time. I know I've kind of been making really quick projects, and since this is the last day, I thought I would just spend the time showing you what I do. I don't think I'm going to use these because they're kind of crumbly, even though they're super cute. So maybe I'll add some of these little berries. What happened to it? Oh, there it is. Ooh, it's kind of moving all over the place. And I'm going to put more of these here. I like the way this looks. This berry is kind of loosey-goosey. I taught a class last year at this wonderful art retreat that my friend puts on, Kim Caldwell. And I taught a dream catcher, and a lot of the parts of the dream catcher had these sprigs in them, and I had a ton left over. So if you ordered anything from me, I add these little sprigs to the packaging and make them cute little gifts when I send my orders out. And they're such a pretty sage green, you know. Gonna have to hold it down. My hot glue gun is really hot, so it takes a while for it to cool down, even though it's nice and cool in my studio. Yeah, these are just vinyl, I think. These leaves. Coming together. Okay, so I am definitely going to add the Sweet Angel here because she seems to be in the right position, and I thought it just was so sweet. And I added a head pin on the bottom here so that I could hang a little charm. Trying to see if you can see that. I had to poke a hole from the inside through the box, and then I put the head pin here. And these little chain tassels are from Tim Holtz, and this is just a bead I had that is kind of a greenish color. So I'm going to add that. My good pliers are in the house because at night when I'm watching Grey's Anatomy with my daughter, I work on stuff. And yes, I had never watched Grey's Anatomy because for 20 years before my daughter was born, my husband and I didn't have a TV, and by choice. So I missed lots and lots of different shows, and it really is a good show. No wonder it's been on for 17 seasons. So that's been fun. So I added the charm here. Just kind of gives it an added extra. And I was thinking of adding these little candy canes here. I'm not sure I'm going to though. I'm telling you, it takes a long time for me to make these things just because I'm kind of picky. I don't know where the other ones are, but so I think I'm done with all of this stuff here. I think I like that tree right there. Yeah, I do. It's kind of... I have to put it up a little higher. So when I'm designing things, in case you're wondering, I always say, what if? What if I add this? What if I add this? Many times, as you probably know, you might think, oh, I'm going to make this with these things and it's going to look great. And then you put it together and you're like, no, that's really ugly. So I don't have a problem ripping things out like I did the tinsel in the beginning, until I know it's right. And that's why it takes a while to put things together. But I think it's worth it in the long run to just, don't stop short just because you don't want to work on it anymore or whatever. I'm going to put this bow back here because it'll prop up the tree, plus it'll make it look a little nicer. Yeah, a lot of times you think, oh, that won't work, and then you just put it on and then you're like, wow, that looks good. So you just never know. Liking that. And you can keep adding things, and then you kind of in your gut you'll know, okay, it's done. It's finally done. So see, in the back it doesn't look so bad because I put that flower. I think I'm going to add this little guy here. Put another flower. And also, for me, it helps to take the things out that you think you're going to use and have them around you, and then just keep putting them. Like I just added this little flower. I didn't know if I was going to use that or not, but it came in handy. I thought maybe I'd use this little old tree, but I'm not. So it's nice to just have everything around you so that you don't spend all your time looking for things. And then that way it also helps you stay focused and not distract yourself. Excuse me. So the finishing touch is a Sweet Angel, and it's made out of some kind of resin, and since I'm attaching it to fabric, it should be fine with the hot glue. So everything looks good from behind. It doesn't look like a hot mess. You see that? Okay, I think I'm almost done. I think what I'm going to do is add baker's twine instead of that chain that I was thinking of doing. Maybe I'll add the little pearls. So what I might do is this. both sides. And then tie them here. And I'll probably add a bow or something. Or a button. It's kind of top heavy, so it moves like this. But once it's up against something, it should be fine. I like that button. Not so sure though how it will hold up though. Like, I don't think it would hang well on a tree. It would kind of buckle up like this. Maybe a smaller one will. Okay. I have this star. In my journal class online, a student recently said that it was nice how I batched everything, and I liked that word. I thought that's a great word, how I batch all the pages and all the components to the journal before I assemble it. This is an interesting one. Well, I think maybe I will just do the old Hug Snug again. And I am going to put pictures of all the projects that we did for the 12 days at the end of this video. So you can take a look, and then I'm hoping that you will have time to make everything from now until Christmas if you want, because you have unlimited access to all the videos. And it'd be a great distraction from the horrible pandemic, which is so hard to talk about because it makes me cry, especially knowing that the healthcare workers are just at their wits' end. So I know this has brought some joy to those of you who are in situations that are unbearable. And I'm glad that I was able to bring a little bit of joy and distraction into your life. With this, that's definitely what it does for me. It's fun. It's fun for me to make things, and it's fun to share. And it brings me joy to make things. Really. I'm just gonna sew this on there with some white thread. If I can. Maybe we'll make a little X. So if you're a healthcare worker, or you know somebody is a nurse or a doctor, or any person that's working in this horrible pandemic, I thank you. And Colleen, I don't know if you're watching, but you are an angel. And I thank you for all that you do being a nurse. Okay, I just made a little cross on there. And I'm going to tie it off. And of course it knotted itself, so... Alright, I think that came out pretty cute. Like I said, I'll leave pictures at the end of this video, and thank you for watching again, you guys, and you're so sweet and kind and appreciative, and I really appreciate you.